Hi, everybody. I'm Lou, and joining me today is Lou. Hi. So, Lou, tell me a little bit about the 8 player draft series. Sure. The 8 player draft series, just like its name suggests, is a video series where we do 8 player draft. You'll have to forgive me on this one, but duh. So, how about this instead? Why are you doing an 8 player draft series for YouTube? Well, we kind of felt like something was missing, in the places you get to view drafts elsewhere. Like on MTGO, when somebody drafts, you get to see their seat, their draft, what it was like, and even high level play, one, maybe 2 players, and commentaries about their picks. Problem is, what about the rest of the players? Um, why did they choose what they did? It's like you're only getting a partial view of a much larger whole. All right, so tell our viewers what you did. Um, so, before I do, I just want to say this thing that you guys are normally used to, with the card flicking, uh, we opted not to do that. Instead, we did it a different way. Let me show you. Cool. So, what are we looking at here? So, we drafted the same, just like you normally would, but instead of filming the picks, we digitized the cards, recorded the picks, and in doing so, it gave us the opportunity to do 2 things that were really cool, right? We can get into the drafters' minds and we get pick evolution. Pick evolution, what's that? Let me show you that too. So you can see what cards the drafters picked in this scenario. You get to hear about why they chose the cards. And in seeing those previous selections in the upper leftmost corner, you get to see how the picks evolve in relation to the rest of the pack. And we felt like what we were doing is better than the memory game. So you drafted cards like normal, put them in the computer, and then had people come back to talk about the review or review their cards after the fact. A draft retrospective, if you will. Yes, that's correct. All right, so tell me a little bit more about this draft retrospective. Sure. After drafting the cards and the players constructed their decks, we asked them to come back and review their picks kind of in an interview style. And the guys took a rotation as commentating with the guys to review their picks. All right, so what makes this better? Better might be a strong way of putting it. Clearly you can't draft this way, but it felt good from our perspective in terms of filling the gaps that we know now, right? We get to view all the players in their respective seats. We get the pick evolution, and we also get to see their deck. I mean, tell me that's not cool. All right, that's pretty cool. But what about the gameplay? How does that work? Considering all parties involved, we decided to do a single elimination event. That means that there's going to be 4 matches for the 8 of us in round 1, 2 matches in round 2, and then the final match. And we also took a cue from how the big boys do it, and we had some commentators for those. All right, so even as a single elimination event with the draft review too, that sounds like you guys have a lot of videos. So what can the viewers expect in terms of the number of videos and how they're broken out? It's almost like you're a mind reader. I was just about to talk about that. So for the draft retrospectives, there'll be 8 in total, 1 for each of the drafters. And then for gameplay, we'll see a total of 7 matches. So altogether, it should be about 15 videos. All right, so it sounds like you guys put a whole lot into this, but now I have to ask a more difficult question. You said on your Facebook page and the website, that you'd have this content up over a month ago. Is this an indication of the kind of thing we can expect from you from future videos as well? Your question is a fair one. And, just like most of you, we have families or other responsibilities, day jobs, and just the sheer enormity of this entire project, not the least of which was coordinating 8 people's schedules without any experience. We felt like we still did pretty good. The good news here is we learned a lot, and come Oath of the Gatewatch, we feel like we're going to be ready. So that'll be for the 8-player draft series and the full spectrum of content we have in mind for you guys. Full spectrum, huh? What does that actually mean? Well, the Magic community tends to like set reviews, product openings versus videos, that sort of deal. And that's really what I mean by full spectrum. But if the Magic Brewhouse Games community has some ideas, We absolutely want to hear about them, so please make sure you tell us. Sure. So what's the deal with this stirring up some magic business that you've been saying at the end of the videos? You know, that's funny. We're looking for a tagline, and we figure since we're already doing things a little differently, like with this 8-player draft series, another way of putting that was stirring things up. All right, so you talked about giving away a Battle for Zendikar Fat Pack in some contest. But so what? People that want them already have them, and since they announced Full Art Lands and Oath of the Gatewatch, it's not really a big deal anymore. You know, I think your point is fair. You ever consider being an attorney? Anyway, you know, I completely agree. And we decided instead to give people a choice, right? Either 2 Battle for Zendikar Fat Packs or 1 Jace Vryn's Prodigy. All right, now you've got my attention. So what you're telling me is you'll send me my choice of either 2 Battle for Zendikar Fat Packs or the best Jace to ever be printed since Jace the Mind Sculptor. Technically, you're not eligible, but yes, that's true for the viewers. Thanks for rubbing it in. So how can the viewers try and win? You see this guy right here? He or she has such an important job that we really feel like they need a name, right? This dragon's guarding the Magic Brewhouse brews, and that's where you guys come in, right? Like our page on Facebook and post a name there. And over the course of 2 weeks of all the eligible entries, you know, we'll have the artist pick and we'll announce the winner on social media. All right, Lou, let me make sure I got this. All new 8-player draft series, versus videos, set reviews, product openings, and an awesome giveaway. Did I forget anything? Just one. Until next time, we'll be stirring up some magic. Bye, everybody. Bye. Hey, everybody. I just wanted to take a quick second to thank all of my friends and family for putting up with me over the last several months while we got this video series up and running for you guys. And to thank all the guys that helped out during our first 8-player draft series. They're listed to my right over there. If you have an affinity for Affinity, you can go ahead and check out Adrian's channel. He does some pretty cool things with the robots. And if you like what we're doing here with this 8-player draft series, guys, take a second to subscribe and post your comments below. We would love to hear from you. Until next time, we'll be stirring up some magic. Bye, everybody.